Welcome to Catholic Mom Talks, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope you all are having a beautiful day. I wanted to talk a little bit about forgiveness. Forgiveness is kind of a strange thing, right? It has multiple layers to it, okay? And I want to go maybe like step by step and kind of break it down. Number one, okay, a lot of us have been abused or hurt. Verbally, mentally, emotionally, sexually. I mean, the list could go on and on and on and on, right? We have damage done to us, okay? People did horrible things to hurt us, right? And sometimes we carry that hurt with us all of our lives, okay? Some people never get rid of that hurt. They go to their grave with that hurt. A lot of times a parent abandons a child. Things that are unthinkable, unforgivable, right? Or you think they're unforgivable, right? And we have a lot of pain and hurt in our hearts, okay? First of all, we have to go to Jesus, and we have to talk to him about these things, right? We have to talk to him about everything that hurts, okay? And if you have to do it, just do it one by one, one by one. Just go and present the hurt to him and ask him, Lord, I have this hurt. 2, we have to look at the situation, okay? And like Nancy Drew, okay, like any good detective, try to see it from another perspective, okay? If you look at the person that has wounded you, okay, you have to ask yourself the question, is this person okay? They may be okay now, maybe they got okay, but at the time of the wound, was this person all right? Were they mentally stable? Were they addicted to drugs or alcohol? Were they emotionally damaged? Maybe they've been abused? Okay? Were they in a okay spot when they hurt you? Chances are they were not, okay? If you ask yourself that question, I would probably guarantee that probably 95% of the time the person was not okay when they emotionally or physically abused you or hurt you, right? Verbal abuse is devastating, okay? You have to look at it and say, okay, this person wasn't okay. Let's just say they're not okay. You cannot expect normal behavior from someone that is not okay. You cannot. It's kind of like asking someone to be not disabled when they're disabled, okay? The fact is that they are not healed, okay? There's something horribly wrong for them to have come against you or hurt you, right? Something's wrong, okay? Number 3, okay? You have to check your motives for things. You have to look at the fact, okay, I am hurt, I am wounded. What they did was a horrible evil to me, okay? It was not justified, okay? But I have to make a decision somewhere in my heart, right? I have to make a decision to forgive, right? Sometimes we don't want to forgive because we're too comfortable in the unforgiveness. We're used to being justified and the fact that that person did this to us. They need payback, right? We want them to feel payback. We want them to experience the hurt that they've done to us. Okay, so we hold on to the unforgiveness. And it's kind of like only between us, right? They don't even know what's going on. But if we harbor that unforgiveness, somehow, some way, we're paying them back, right? For what they've done. Okay? What we have to do is we have to come to some kind of peace in our heart and say, okay, this person did something evil. They do deserve what they get, right? And all recourse, right? But we can't be at that place because if they're wounded, and if they're ill, emotionally or mentally ill, are they as accountable? Now, they could be. They could just be not very nice people, right? But we have to look at all of it. Look at the whole picture, okay? And I can tell you this. When you go to God and you say, I forgive this person, it's not a feeling. because you're still maybe angry with that person. And you're justified anger, right? They hurt you. They did damage to you. They caused pain to you. But you have to, in your mind and in your heart, go before God. Say, I forgive them. It's not a feeling. It's a decision. It's a decision to forgive. And when you make that decision to forgive, it releases you from the power that the enemy has had over you through the wound. Okay? Wounded people wound, healed people heal. You can be set free because the healer, Jesus, will come into the hurt. He can heal you. You can be restored. God is waiting to restore you to wholeness. Okay? He's waiting. And it's possible to be healed. Okay? And it's hard to forgive. Ask the Lord to give you the grace and the desire to want to forgive, because it's really about us being set free from the bondage of the wound. Okay, does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. No one can walk in another person's shoes, and no one knows the depths of the wound that you may have experienced, but Jesus does. Jesus does, and he never wanted you to hurt ever. He's just as angry about the hurt as you are. He wants to hold you, he wants to embrace you, and he wants to free you. Those are my thoughts for today. Have a beautiful Sunday. God bless everyone, and run into the healing arms of our Lord, especially in the Eucharist for you Catholics. God bless everybody.